I'm gonna be honest, bro. I swear to God, like money be probably one of the most stressful things like to stress about at times. Like this is just raw thoughts, bro. Cause like I swear to you, when you don't have the money to do certain things you would like to do in life, it makes you almost feel a certain way. It might make you feel very frustrated. I get very frustrated at times. It can make you sad. It makes you feel like you're not worth anything. Sometimes it makes you feel like you just can't do anything. Like money's not everything, but money is everything, you know? And it's just like, dude, especially if people play with your money, like you're supposed to get some money and then you don't end up getting it, or it's downplayed, or you feel like you sacrificed a lot more, like at a job, but you didn't get the money you wish you had. And it's crazy because even if you have help and you have that support, you just want to make sure that the money you get is good enough for you so you don't have to depend on anyone else. And the thing about it is, it's like, I swear to you, money has so much power in this world. It's a problem, bro. It's so bad. Like, I'm gonna try to break it down into levels. Like, number one, for your like own happiness, money can make you either really happy or really sad. But of course, that doesn't define you as a person. It doesn't define your character. It's only if you let it. And like, for example, if let's just say you don't have enough money or money to pay your rent, let's just say, but you have a mindset of where you're not really stressing about it. You're like, hey, I'm gonna keep working hard, and I'm gonna figure it out. And even if you're a very spiritual person, maybe you pray to God and be like, look, man, like, just give me the strength to go through this time and stuff like that. You're probably gonna be more positive, but you could be at the other side where you crash out and then nothing gets done. And it's obvious that one or the other is better than the other, but at the same time, just feeling it, just feeling that sense of it almost feels like you're drowning if you don't get money in this world. It's like no one, it almost feels like no one will mess with you. It almost feels like you can't really, you don't have the confidence to talk to nobody. It almost feels like without money you're nothing. And it's like that's not true though. In essence, like other than the individual, how it can make you feel down, it can also make you feel like the man of the world. It might make you feel like if you got money, you got everything, even though that's not true. You got to be spiritually in tune, physically in tune. You got to have great health and everything like that. But I can't help but explain, and I'm sure everyone else has experienced this, of sometimes not having money or getting the money that you wish you had can be so frustrating, you know? And it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, how, are y'all tired of that? Like, are y'all just tired of that? Like, money just be, I don't know what's up with money, bro. Like, something about money can just make or break you, bro. It can mess up, like I said, it can mess up your point of view in life. It can mess up even relationships, for example. That's like another level to it. Because let's just say, for example, your spouse or your partner, if there's money issues, things get stressful. Sometimes within each other, it even if you're not mature enough, it can pin you against each other. It can get to a point where it can cause such a bad and toxic relationship. The stress can just kill you. It can especially kill a man in society. I'm not trying to make it about a man, but it always ties back to it because I'm a man myself. So I'm trying to be relatable. I'm sure for women too, it's very stressful. They want to travel, they want to do all this. We want to travel, we want to do all this, but realize we can't do that unless we, invest in some skills, and it takes time and patience. And some people don't got that patience. But in reality, you have to have that patience. It can mess up, like I said, it can mess up your individuality, your autonomy, yourself. It can mess up relationships. It can even just mess up your spiritual. It can mess up everything. But I'm here to tell you now that don't let that happen, man. Just try your best. Like, trust me, I'm human too. I go through it. Everyone else goes through it. But we just have to remind ourselves, like, is it worth stressing over this? Especially if your health is not in check. Is it worth stressing yourself so much because you feel like if you don't got money, you're nothing, or if you don't got this, they got that? Because by the end of the day, you can't rely on external things to dictate your happiness. Now, I understand if you have more money, you have more opportunities. So it makes sense. But at the same time, it's like you got to make sure that you're in tune. And we got to remind ourselves this. We're not going to be perfect every time. There's going to be times we're going to be a bit upset, but we have to make sure to be positive, because when you're positive, you're at a higher vibration. You can't vibrate at a lower vibration. And so not only I put a video as a reminder, to myself, it's also a reminder to everyone else who feels like just because they don't got no money, maybe they're at a very minimum wage job, maybe they hate their job, maybe they feel like they're about to damn near be homeless. You just got to understand, like, it will get better, but it will be dictated based off of what you do about it. Like Epictetus said, it's not about the event itself that happened, or that it's not what happens to you. Sorry, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And so you have to understand that, and you got to make sure you're in tune with your mental. If you don't take care of your mental, it will take over you and you'll have a miserable life. You have to be at peace with yourself. If you're not at peace with yourself, everything will irritate you. Everything will make you mad. Everything will make you sad. Everything will make you feel negative. And then it'll make you dwell on it. And then sometimes it might even make you on the edge, and you don't want to be on the edge. So I don't even know. But like I said, I hear you though. I understand, like, people get stressed over money and stuff, but please don't let that dictate your happiness. Please don't. You have to be serious, and it's one of those things where this is the type of advice you have to apply, because this can apply to everything. You have to make sure you're mentally sound. You need to meditate, go ahead and do that. You need to make sure that you don't get so upset all the time. And if you are upset, try to transfer that into something that is productive. Hell, you can even work out. Hey, look, if you have to really go off frustration, try to box, try to do whatever you got to do. Don't punch the hole in the wall. Don't break your belongings. Don't crash out. Because if your mental is really messed up, you're done. You're not coming back. You have to apply this. So yeah, love y'all. Just want to let y'all know, because I know money can be mad stressful, bro, but just don't let it dictate you. And then also, if you feel like you're doing nothing, especially if you're around my age, around early 20s and all that, we got time. Like Santiago said, shout out to him on Instagram. If you don't know him, you still got time. Use it wisely. I'm out, bro. God bless you too.